Thunder Grunt.
Why? Particle sunlight can't even be seen or measured.
Can you see or measure an atom, yet you can't explode one? A ray of sunlight is made up of many atoms.
So what if we do develop this solenoid bomb? We'd be even a stronger nation than now.
Stronger. You see? You see? Your stupid minds. Stupid. Stupid!
That's all I'm taking from you.
In a small little ship in the center of Mars was a sack of souls with experiment scars. When the psychedelic monk said, I'll take two, and he put them in a rocket and he ate a lot of glue. And he shot them straight to Earth when they turned into babies. They were named Bob and Matt, and they rarely got rabies. And the monk made a movie of their whole entire lives. They were panoramic scenes and zooms of the thighs. One time Bob had sex with a ladle, and one time Matt lost a vet to a cradle, and another time Bob caught a dinosaur mom, and another time Matt bought a replica of Guam. And all this more is on a DVD set, only $20.99 with the purchase of a gym. But if you call right now and say, where's my whisk, we'll include this bonus disc.
Hey, welcome to Bonus Disc! I'm one of your hosts, Bob Rose. With me is another host, Matt P.A.
Hello.
And today, we're going to talk about a movie that was apparently restored for Blu-ray because it's so good and beloved
So
and
needed to be
amazing.
kept
I
up.
don't remember the name already.
Evils.
Of the night.
Evils of the Night on Amazon Prime. You
I may
can
have
watch
forgotten
it.
the name already again.
Yeah. Starring Julie Newmar.
Kurt's going to be on a campaign to make people never want
Let's
to
watch
watch
this
this
movie.
film.
We'll get to that at
I
the end.
think
Yeah,
this
yeah.
4% is too high.
Yeah,
We'll get to that at the end.
It is too high. It's pretty
Okay,
bad.
sorry.
But no, that's fine. It stars Julie Newmar, Ginger from Tina Louise,
It
Ginger
does have-
from
yeah,
Gilligan's
Ginger,
Island,
yeah.
and no one else, right? There's no one else of name in it.
John
right?
Carradine.
John Carradine.
John Carradine.
John Carradine.
Not David.
He does say a lot of really boring, sciencey sounding stuff that doesn't sound like it
I'm
makes
pretty
sense
sure
or
he was
sciencey.
in
at
I
all.
like how
It's a
obvious it is we
sci-fi
did
movie
not
or
like this
something.
movie
Yeah.
right off the bat.
Yeah.
How does it start?
Oh God, are you serious?
Oh,
Bob?
it's a couple goes into the woods to make out, and another
Yes.
couple.
I know. I'm asking
Oh,
you
okay.
to prompt you
dude.
to
It
say.
starts with two people. Yeah. Two different couples being like 20 feet from each other, possibly only separated by a shrub. One is like already making out on their knees,
Next
and the
thing
other
they had-
one's going like, they're over there. We'll be good.
Well, the knees
we're
one,
practically
they're
alone.
like camping. They have a cooler and
Yeah,
like
yes,
a
they have a
sleeping
cooler,
bag.
yeah.
Where the
They-
other,
yep,
the new
they're
ones,
just standing up.
they're just there to fuck. They're there.
They're like, we're just standing next to this tree. This
Yeah.
tree's a good place.
and
Right.
they just get down to.
Well, they
down
start
to work.
licking. They
They're
lick
just-
each other
they're
up.
All right, everybody in this movie is just licking each other.
There is a lot of
It's
licking in this
insane.
movie.
A lot of
yeah.
Dude,
taste.
that one
Lot
guy
of
who just
taste.
had his mouth
Ugh.
and his tongue.
Such a
hanging
way to
out.
describe it.
Tasting
Taste.
each
So
other.
crazy.
Ugh.
Ugh, that's what.
Come
tea-
on, that's what they were
Yeah, it
doing
was. They
though.
were tasting.
Yeah,
each
yeah.
other.
Just tasting it,
So they're making out.
slurping it up, clerk. Kurt.
They're making
The
out.
evil Kurt doesn't show up till later.
And then the spaceship lands, right?
Oh yeah, the spaceship does land.
Yes, a spaceship which we don't see the actual entirety of lands in a forest. When I say that sentence, that is what we see in a wide shot. There is nothing getting in or
It
out
looks
of
like
it.
a disco, a crazy giant
It's a disco
ball
ball.
is being dropped in the forest.
Right, but there's no we don't see things getting out of it.
or
We don't
what
see what
it's
things are doing.
inside of it.
It's just
Yeah.
a light ball landing in a forest. That's
Mhm.
it. Okay.
And then the making out people on their knees. The girl gets up to go get a joint out of the car.
And then
Right.
she goes to get a lighter or something.
No,
and you
he's
see
like,
that
check
there's a
under
guy
the glove box. She's
there's-
getting a joint.
But there's a guy like with a mask they show watching from the woods. Then
A ski mask.
ski mask.
But
guy.
then it cuts to the other couple and that woman responding to the eyeballs. Because she's like, I think I saw someone. And then he goes, it's the other couple or whatever.
It's the other
It's
couple right
there. Like,
yeah.
good Christ, they're right
Mhm.
there.
They're
It's not
right
a big
there.
deal. And then at this point, they're both topless, licking each other.
Oh yeah.
It cuts back to the girl getting back with the joint. And she's like,
they start making out.
he's like, all right, we can get high now. Cool.
But
And
no,
they
let's
start
but
smoking
then-
weed. Well, no, then they lay down. Dude, The opening of these movies, people having sex for
I
like
know.
10 minutes.
Yeah. Well,
So
no,
it was
remember because
like-
he tries to.
It was insane.
His hands
It
are
was absolutely insane.
his hands are exploring her body,
Yes.
and it is not erotic.
Dude.
And he like tries to go into her panties, and she goes, "No,
No.
let's take a dip first."
Yeah, and then I'll show you a
Right?
surprise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
Well,
Then
can't
they-
we just skip? Okay, there's
Hold
a
on,
series
no,
of like
no,
5 sex scenes that
no,
don't
no,
matter.
We're about to get to the best part of all these people having
That's
sex.
not the point, Kurt.
Okay.
When it cuts back to the other, when that guy spins that woman around, we all laughed really hard because
Oh,
that was
yeah.
hysterical. This guy has his pants completely
Completely
on.
with like a belt attached.
Yes,
like
his dick is not out at all, and he spins this woman around, and then all of a sudden she is penetrated as with his hands on her hips.
I mean,
the
we
entire
assume
time. Well, because her
her reaction is
yes.
obviously they're having
Yes.
anal sex or something.
Yes.
Something is happening.
It keeps cutting back between the two couples. So now we come back to the other couple who has now jumped into like a tepid swamp. It's got fucking plants and twigs floating like inches from their bodies.
It
and
looked
they're
like raw sewage from a horror movie.
it was
Yeah.
sick looking. And she goes under the water and,
and
like
blows it for 3 seconds.
Yeah,
it's like it's so quick.
she's only under the water for a couple seconds. She comes back up and he's like, "Wow!" And she's like, "I got
mean,
more
it's
surprises
pond,
for you,
Gross pond sewage water.
dude." They should not be exposing their genitals and inserting things in.
They shouldn't be
holes
swimming in it.
Yeah.
They
They're
should
gonna
not
get
be swimming.
hepatitis. It's
Well-
gonna turn into cabin fever.
Anyway,
You just don't do that.
so the other two are butt fucking up next to a tree.
Yep, and then the
And
masked
then-
person,
Throws a rope around the guy's neck and strangles him to
and
death.
she
While-
never stops having
She-
sex with him
Yeah, she gets way
until
more
he's
into it.
totally dead.
As Matt pointed
Yeah,
out,
I've said it probably made
It kind of was like autoerotic
Yeah,
asphyxiation
it
for
probably
a
made his
moment.
dick harder. Like they're pioneers there. But then she's like, wait, why'd you stop moving? And then she turns around and goes, "Oh my god!" And then I swear to God, they put a trash can over her head. Am I wrong? It looked like a trash can.
It was either like a trash can or like some kind of vacuum tube. It was really odd.
Oh
The
yeah.
shot
It's
is
just
so
like,
bad.
It just like disappeared.
yeah,
it
it
goes like-
turned into
and it makes like a whoop.
yeah.
Yeah,
'cause
like, what's happening?
You
I-
think it's like
yeah.
the aliens are abducting people.
Well, we're assuming that the masked guy's an alien because we have no other.
I'm still not
clues.
even sure. Like, were aliens abducting people at the very beginning and then they stopped?
No, it was
Because
always
later it was the other
guys.
people.
It's-
Okay. Well, the
They ha-
beginning part makes
yeah.
it seem like they were abducted by
yes,
the alien
that
spaceship.
noise and the tube-looking
Yeah.
thing definitely made it look like an alien sucked them up in their
Yeah, like
spaceship
we
or
only saw his
something.
he's arms could be tube things.
You-
Mhm.
who has no-
He's a
we
tube
have no
alien.
idea.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter.
We get back to the water people. The guy's like, he's like, "I gotta take my dog for a walk," and she's like, "What?"
Yeah.
And we were all like, "Yeah, what?"
It's
then
like
he goes, "I
it's
gotta
like in
pee."
the middle of the night in the woods. What
He's
are you
like, "I gotta
doing?
go piss, babe," and he goes to
Oh
pee,
yeah, take
and
my
then he-
dog to the water, people.
It
He
was-
did say something really weird.
It
though,
was
yeah.
super strange. We were just like, I don't know. But he also goes
I'm
and
gonna
gets.
start saying I gotta take
My
my
dog to the water people.
Doesn't he get food or something?
He gets something
He
out of
gets
that
got.
styrofoam cooler.
He gets gotten.
Yeah, because he's peeing and then
He pees and he goes in the cooler and then he gets got
he gets
by
su-
something.
tubed up.
Tubed.
Yeah, he gets
Yeah.
tubed up.
And then the girls
So
in
the
the
one
water
guy's
alone.
murdered, the one girl's abducted, and the other couple are both abducted, right?
Yes. Well, it cuts back to the girl in the water and she says his name, and then you see this weird shadow, and then she freaks out.
Remember, because
And then
that
it cuts.
arm. Remember that, like on the
See,
side
there's
of
an
the frame.
arm with a knife for a
Oh
minute.
yeah, it
for
was
like
like,
half
but
a
it was
second.
really odd because the arm like jiggles outward and then comes right back.
Yeah.
It was like, what are we witnessing here? Like,
Coming for you.
right?
I think then is
It's
when
the
we
hospital,
cut
right?
to the hospital.
God damn it!
Fuck this.
Oh yeah, the one guy who was captured is also in the hospital.
Being
Yeah.
pushed by two women that are dressed
Yeah.
in like
space nurses.
They're space nurses.
space nurses.
And they stop
But the
and start
hospital
making
is-
out.
The hospital looks like a 1985 hospital.
that was abandoned. Yeah,
Yeah, it
guess-
has normal
guess.
posters that say like,
Yeah.
"Hey, check your heart
Mondays.
rate, be healthy." Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
hang in there, baby.
this point-
Friday's coming and shit.
At
Like,
this point, we're so confused as to who the villain is. We're like, we're like, this is obviously like inside the ship, right? And we're like, man, that really looks like a building. It's their technology is disguising it as a hospital, of course.
yeah, it
That
was
is-
hard to
God,
tell. Well, at first you were like, wait, the inside of the ship looks like the
Looks
inside of a hospital, but that's just
On
where they
Earth.
shot it. Then you're like, oh no, that's an actual
Well,
hospital. Yeah.
In the movie, it's a
You never
yeah.
see the inside of the ship.
No,
No,
No.
we were waiting for that to be the ship, and it never
it
happened.
never was.
No.
Or to be under the
So,
ship,
but
or the
wait,
ship would be on top of
This
the
is the
hospital.
best part of the movie.
Oh my god!
Because the two nurses put the
Oh
guy
my
on the side of the
fucking God.
hallway,
This
and then they
fucking
go,
movie.
they walk like
This movie's shameless.
It's-
This
it is.
movie is fucking shameless.
they walk just 10 feet away and sit on a bench, full sight of this dude,
start
and then start eye fucking each other, and then start like
petting each other.
heavy petting each other. Two space women, and this guy just gets up
Space women.
and walks
He
away.
just leaves.
What?
He
It's
crawls past the room
unbelievable.
where they're an old man and Julie Newmar looking like a weird space like commander nurse. I don't know what her outfit was. It was insane. And then he's just like this. Then he explains the plot of the movie.
Yeah,
And he's like,
we need.
they're sucking blood out of the girl that was having sex with the tree guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're talking about how like he's like, we got this much blood out of her, and he's like, that's not good. They're gonna die now. They could have made more.
And they're like,
And like, well, I mean, she was all fucked up anyway because of the guys.
yeah, they're like, she was fucked
And then
up,
they-
so she died.
and
Whatever.
he's like,
we're
look,
gonna get
Look,
more.
we
just get me
need their
some more people."
platelets
Yeah.
because you're gonna understand if you'd live to be 100.
No, that's later. This
Oh,
scene,
oh.
he just explains that there's taking blood from him.
Oh, okay.
No,
They
he
don't
says
ever-
that we use the platelets to live to be
yeah,
like
I was
hundreds
gonna
of
say
years
he
old.
says it right there.
Is it right
to
there?
Yeah.
Ginger? He says it
Okay.
to Ginger.
Yeah,
No,
he's
she's
like,
not in that scene.
Oh, I remember.
It's
her
Julie
being in that
Newmar's
scene.
in the first scene. I
well,
thought.
okay, so a
All right.
season happens. Both these things happen like near each other.
Or something like that.
But that's what they're doing. They're stealing blood so that they can live to be like 300 years old
How?
for
Yeah.
some reason. Yeah.
Well, they keep saying that their bones are like, don't you know? Our bones just like go hollow and then we die.
and then
because
we die
And they're just filling their bones. They're refueling their bones
with
somehow.
our platelets.
It's
with the-
weird.
of
I
the
guess
youth.
with like
There's a lot
white-
of really boring conversation that means
Oh my God.
nothing, that says nothing.
Yeah, but that's the only things the aliens
Or-
do in the whole
yeah,
movie.
they-
is that
These planets, the
Like,
aliens.
it's a bunch
oh
of
my
mumbo
God.
jumbo.
these
like-
planets.
The
These
TC-51
aliens
platelets
are from like a bureaucracy planet where they're all just like, yeah, we're just gonna talk about these exciting paperwork numbers and exact amounts.
and there's
of
only
blood.
like 5 aliens too. By
Yeah.
the
No,
way,
they couldn't possibly be because those women would do their job. if
Yeah,
they
I
came
think
from
the
a culture
nurses
like
are
that.
just
they wouldn't
humans
just, like,
they
sit in the
hire.
hallway and let a guy run away
Yeah.
while they pet each
they
other.
pet each other. God
It's
damn
weird.
it!
Yeah, I think the aliens
but
just
they-
hired some nurses and were like, here's some space nurse outfits, walk around, move guys around, make out when you feel like it, be space
your
nurses,
thing.
you know.
But like you said, like they had to probably come into this hospital and then drain everyone's blood there already, right?
Right?
Yeah, they killed
Because
everyone who
nobody
worked
else
there.
is there.
And then they went into the community and they found the guys.
question.
A
Is this when we meet-
community which has not noticed anything's going on, by the way.
Yeah, that people haven't been disappearing
From the-
regularly.
from
Did
the
people used to
hospital.
just disappear all the time and no one
There's
noticed?
no internet. There's no internet.
I
No,
feel
no,
like
no,
we'd
okay,
all
I
still
just
someone
remembered
would have noticed in
The-
every friend group.
They
Like,
don't talk about how old they are in the first time. This time is where they talk about they talk about their recon or something, and they were like, we thought this area would be full of
Because they're on summer
candidates,
vacation.
But he goes, we didn't know about a thing called summer vacation.
Oh yeah, because they
yeah,
need
yeah. Like, so-
they need to be 16 to 23 or something.
That's
Yeah.
later. He says that later.
Oh, but that's like why they're like we didn't know about that is why we're not getting enough like teenager blood or whatever.
right.
That why there's not enough people here.
Yeah.
to
Right.
snatch up. is
Oh, because
essentially
it's
what's
summer
happening.
break.
Yeah, so there's
Yeah.
not as many people around.
There's just the weirdos
Aliens
just
don't
camping
know about
randomly in the woods.
School schedules.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
no, you're
that's-
right.
I remember that's what.
Well, this is 1905.
This
Aliens
movie
have
sucks
learned by
dicks,
now.
all right,
It's
I'm trying to
awful.
point out how much it sucks,
Because then, well,
and that's a reason the movie sucks because that's the plot of the movie.
and there's
is
no
that.
main characters at all.
Oh
No.
my god,
No.
dear Lord! In
Anyway,
heaven.
so we
When we thought
speaking
we knew
of-
the
we
main
mean
character
Brian and
was.
Heather, man.
Speaking of, we cut to daytime. We're back at the watering hole.
Yes, and there's tons of people.
It's
Tons
it's
of
hopping,
people.
man. It's everyone's
Oh
having
yeah,
fun.
there's
in
a
the-
lot of like people just running around at the
Oh, they
beach.
do mention the 16 to 24 thing there because we were joking about how old everybody looked at the beach. We were like, dude, these people are in their 30s.
They're in their 30s,
and
they
they
have to
just
be.
said that these people are underage.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and they also said you've been like kidnapping
Getting
people too young.
yeah.
Get us at
like-
least 16. We're like,
What-
what the fuck
what-
have these guys been doing?
To point out though, at this point, we didn't know who was doing the
Oh,
grabbing.
wait, we still don't know that.
We
still
don't.
know that.
I think we
No,
ju-
what I'm saying
Okay,
is
so that didn't
we
happen
meet
yet,
them
then.
like right
Yeah.
around here.
we meet.
Well,
not
no,
yet.
Brian
No.
or this
We're
dude's
at the
still
watering
trying to
hole.
escape.
Can't remember
No,
the
that
order of
guy's
this dumb movie.
That guy tries to escape. They explain that shit. He tries to.
Oh
escape.
yeah, and they
He
had
gets-
that fight outside
He sets
the
off an alarm on this defunct
hospital. Yeah.
And they zap him with the green ring. They
Oh, yeah,
make
the aliens have a
merciless him
green
in the
ring.
outside, and he screams.
Yeah.
Like, "Ah!"
yeah. And
Then
then
it goes to
they
the-
recapture him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought
Then it
he
goes
was
to
going to
the
be the
morning.
main character for a minute.
No.
There's no main character.
No. And then so we're
Then
at
it goes to the water.
the
then it
watering
starts
hole.
over because-
We're introduced to Brian and Heather. They're splashing
Are
around.
we? I mean, sure.
whatever.
Oh,
She
yeah.
gets out.
Okay.
Whatever.
And there's another. What's
There's
the other
another
person?
couple. There's two.
Well,
there's
the
another
couple who got
couple.
kidnapped already.
Yeah, but hold on. There's Brian and Heather. We kind of mildly introduced to them, but then it shows another two women oiling themselves
Yes,
in the
just rubbing
nude.
their each
Their
their
breasts.
Yeah. Oh, I
breasts.
forgot
And
about
there's-
this couple even existing. I
Existing,
forgot
right.
about
Oh,
that
yeah,
guy.
Jesus
And there's a
Christ.
guy watching
I
them.
forgot he was in this movie because he's so unimportant.
There's
It only matters for the sex scene attached to it.
There's a guy watching the two women oil their breasts, and then he is with a woman that's like laying down next to him. Or no, she walks up. She's like, "What are you doing?"
She's like, "What are you looking at?" He goes, "Oh, nothing." And then
And she sees it.
And she's
And
like,
she's
"What
like,
are
"What's
these
wrong
do-"
with mine?"
And she pulls him out. She like goes
Yeah.
topless. He goes, "Baby, what are you doing?"
And she's like, she wants to have sex right
She's like,
then.
"Let's fuck." And he goes, "Are you?"
he
insane?
goes, no,
Stop
wait
taking
till
my-"
a sensible place like an abandoned house at nighttime.
Yeah, no, let's go to the old house and we'll do
She
it
goes,
there.
"That's creepy and weird." He goes, "Yeah, but it's not in front of people. Stop taking my pants off." And then they like walk off screen.
Right.
There's a weird. Yeah, we meet Connie. Connie and whatever that other girl name. Or,
I
no,
forgot
it's
all
Connie
about
and
that
Heather.
guy. I forgot about both
Brian.
of them. They just leave. Did they just get away?
No, they get caught. They get caught.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean they get away? No,
Yeah.
they leave that scene.
We're not.
and-
We'll get back to
But
them.
we meet Brian is trying to fuck Connie and or Heather.
Yes.
The whole movie. He's just
Mhm.
constantly like, "I got a dick and it's
Please
in
use
my
it."
pants and
Yeah,
you can
right.
have it."
Also, we have
Uh,
no clue that these people are like not near their homes. Like I thought they were in their
They're like
local.
camping in the woods.
But
or
I thought they
something.
were like at their local
Local
watering
watering,
hole.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm like, what's happening? Where
I guess
are
they like
they?
they
Dude,
went like
location in
camping
this
like
movie-
far
Yeah, yeah.
away. It's like they went like camping in
Right.
some like area where it's like if I went to like West Virginia and went camping, they're like in a neighborhood they don't
Right.
know.
Right.
So like my car broke down in this random neighborhood in like
Yeah, because they ask about directions and
Pennsylvania.
stuff later and
Right.
shit.
Yeah,
They don't know where they are. But dude, the locations in this movie are insane. You're either in the woods or they're trying to make a place look like it's really desolate, but it's like
Yeah.
fucking
Right.
100 feet from the other
The
place.
other place. I mean, the hospital is like 300 feet away.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's so
well,
close.
people keep running from place to place like they're next door to each other. We're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
how are you already right there? You're just at the hospital.
You're just there.
But then they asked for directions like everything isn't right next to each other. It's
Yeah.
insane. It's
Because
so
remember,
weird.
I said they were like, "Where is that?" And I was like, "Aren't they from here? What is happening?" Okay, so Brian wants to fuck them.
Yeah, and then it's just a whole bunch of people. You couldn't even tell
No,
who the
what's happening.
characters were at this point.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Like there was some guy who finds underpants and tries to give. Oh, that was the what's his name's. It doesn't.
It was
even
just a
fucking
bunch
matter.
of
Let's
dumb
move
like
on.
80s movie beach antics.
Yeah, beach
like
stuff.
it's whatever.
And then, but
So
it
now it cuts,
and there was, like, a
it's
scene-
nighttime.
and it's the old house, right? The break-in.
Well, first it's nighttime, and now we're actually seeing who the characters are because it's
it's Heather
that
and Brian.
that guy,
And that
and
other
the
guy.
dark-haired woman whose name I can't remember either of their names.
The
It
couple that want to get married.
Yes, the
Marriage
engaged
couple. We'll call them
couple.
engaged couple.
And they've already been kidnapped, right?
No. This is the fire scene
this
around
is
the
just
campfire.
introducing
Oh,
them
okay.
to the movie.
Jesus.
I know,
Yeah.
Kirk. There's so much. To go through.
Uh-huh.
But there's not a lot that happens. So
Yeah, I know.
So there's a couple that are about to get married. They're
Yeah.
friends with the guy who was trying to fuck the shit out of the two blondes. And
Yeah.
that's it, right? And then they're also
then there's the
there
other
with
couple who
the
went into the
couple-
house. They went
Well,
into the
but
house.
they're
they
not
haven't
with
gone to the
them.
house yet.
Yeah, they're not with them.
I thought they weren't with them. They just
They
Yeah, they
weren't
just
with-
go to the house. They're separate.
we just see that at a separate scene.
Yeah, but it's
Right
happening
now,
at like
but
the same
at the-
time.
we're
It's
at
like
the
Right
cut.
now, we're at a campfire right now, and
Yeah.
we're meeting all them.
Okay.
And then we learn that they're getting married, and they're thinking about eloping, running away to Reno and eloping.
Oh,
And then they're
yeah.
like,
They
"We could
say
go
that.
with you."
and then and he's like, "Yeah, we could come on your honeymoon
Right.
with my dick." Oh, because this has the scene where they're like
I can
roasting
come
their
on your honeymoon with my
hands.
dick.
Yeah,
No, they're-
Brian is holding his fucking hand in the fire while they count.
Oh,
then they
yeah.
lose count,
Yep.
and he's like, he pulls it out. He's like, "What was it?" Like, "Oh, we don't know."
Oh, we lost count. And the other guy's like, well, I guess and he goes,
The
well,
true test of a man is how long you can hang.
No, what do
What
you
you
have
hang.
hanging?
Your
And he
dick,
goes,
right?
he's like, I'll do it. The guy stands up.
I thought they were gonna
No,
measure
they're-
dicks.
I
No.
thought they were gonna put their dicks in the fire.
Dude, it's awesome. That's amazing.
I wish it
so
happened.
wish it happened.
I wish
it
If this
happened.
movie went there, it would have been so good.
So weird.
If this was made in like 1975, it would have went
Yeah,
there.
it would've
would've
went
been- and
If it had
everybody
made
would know
that
about this
turn,
movie.
I would have liked the whole movie better. I bet.
Yeah. Well,
God, ugh.
so
That'd be rough.
then
That'd be-
that doesn't go down, and then
doesn't go
I
down.
feel
But
like
then
we
the
cut.
married couple's like, we're gonna go find our campsite.
Yeah,
And
because they go
to
off
their
alone.
campsite.
They go off alone, and that's when they get kidnapped, right?
Not yet,
Not yet.
because it cuts away. But
And then Brian is like, so I guess it's just us.
it's just
ladies."
us. Don't you
And
want me
they're
to
like,
sleep
"You-"
next to you? And they're like, no. Who's
Hell
gonna
no.
protect you? We're gonna sleep with each other. And then when you see how they're sleeping, they're
He's like
literally
5
5
feet.
feet apart.
Yeah,
Like,
he's 5
why
feet
was
from
that
the
even a
two of them.
conversation?
But that's when it cuts. When they all go to
cuts
get
to the
their
old house.
campsite. That's when it cuts to the old house.
And then that couple with the guy with the weird head and the
Yes.
woman, he
they
uses a
have sex for
crowbar,
long ass time.
but he
Oh,
uses
yeah,
a
he
crowbar to break into a place
breaks- and then leave the crowbar outside of the house.
so they can fuck on an abandoned mattress.
Dude, an abandoned house.
And then after they fuck, then he goes and checks to see if it's safe.
who the hell has
He's
sex?
like, let me see now if it's safe in
Yeah,
there. Yeah.
after they've been having
Well,
sex on a mattress in an abandoned
Once
house.
again, at this point, we've seen no cars, so I'm assuming it's a local.
They get in
place.
the car when they
I
leave
know,
there.
I know. Hold on, but I'm saying I thought that they like were walking here from their neighborhood. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like
to
just-
fuck. Like we need a place to fuck. There's an abandoned house. There's a mattress, and we'll fuck there. That's not what happens. They have a car.
They get fuck in the car, but like
They
Kurt
fuck in
said,
his
there's
car.
sex you can't have in a car. There's
I
Yeah.
know, but
There's house that only happens in
don't
an
have
abandoned
sex
house,
with a
not in a
gross
car.
ass mattress in a fucking abandoned
those
hut.
other people got disease in the water, and they just got diseases
Disease
from
in
that
that
mattress.
mattress.
They're fucking spent.
But there is
Their blood
somebody.
is
But we
trash.
see that we're
That's why
shown.
you keep getting new people.
Yeah, because
keep
they got
getting
all
all
these
these-
fucking diseased ass teenagers.
We're shown that
'cause
there
they're
is
fucking on everything.
there is in fact someone searching in the house for them. There's someone lurking,
Yes, there is a
Yeah.
masked figure like before,
like a ski mask figure.
yeah.
No.
And he goes to look, but he doesn't see him. There's a knife on the table, and he's
I don't know, he picks the knife up.
No,
no. Eventually,
He goes back to the woman, but then the masked guy picks up the knife,
which
and
never
they-
goes anywhere.
No, because they get in the car and drive off.
They drive away. So then we go back to the camping, right? We go back to the marriage couple.
Yeah.
So is that one couple just gone? They're never back in the movie again now, right?
No, they're.
No, I don't think they are.
They get killed.
No.
I don't know.
I think they're just
I
gone
honestly
now.
Don't remember.
I think they're just gone now. They never come back
We'll
in.
figure it out.
That's what I'm saying. It's so important. Nothing happens. Now they're just like another them around a campfire talking about nothing.
Well, no. They're sleeping. There's
There's
the
another
mar-
campfire scene with
with the
them.
marriage
They're
couple.
not. No, it's like campfire scene. They're like trying to get down,
Yeah, the marriage
And they
couple
hear
is trying
something.
to get down.
and he's like, "It's
They're
just nature,
already
baby."
kidnapped.
No. The marriage couple hears something in the woods, right?
Yeah, and they start to get.
They
down.
get kidnapped eventually, right? Aren't they just on the ground?
Why are
and they
you
get
trying
kidnapped?
to skip forward so hard, Kurt? Huh? Yeah,
Hey,
they get
okay.
kidnapped.
Okay, what happens next?
I
then
think they get
before that?
kidnapped.
See?
Well, no, because they grab the guy first, and then they grab her because she's like she runs to the cars because they all have cars. It is revealed,
Yes.
and they kidnap her at the car. I remember that.
No, they grabbed both of them just like they were both on the ground. They both just jumped down.
No.
Yeah,
like,
they know. Kurt's
and they
right.
shoved,
and
like,
the
okay.
screen,
they shoved,
the like chloroform
chloroform
rags
Oh,
rags
the
on their
chloroform
mouths,
rags,
yeah,
right.
and grabbed
because
both of them.
then
They
Connie goes, I think I
They throw
heard
'em both-
something.
Yeah, they
and
put them both in the trunk. Yeah.
Yeah, they load him into a truck.
in a red truck.
A red truck.
Mhm.
And then
he wakes
Connie's
up.
like, I
You're
think
right.
I heard something. And Brian's like, it's just people fucking. And she's like, you're disgusting. And he's like, hey, I mean, I can fuck you. And then they're just like, Jesus Christ, Brian,
dude.
go to bed. And they're like, we're going to go sleep in the car, you dick. And they go to sleep in the car. And then immediately the girl,
But we cut to the hospital before we get to this scene.
do we?
Yeah,
Okay, yes.
because they pull up, they take the
You're
girl's unconscious body
Yes.
inside.
Oh, yeah, because everything's 100 feet from each
Oh
other.
yeah, the hospital's like 10. It's like over there. the guys take her inside. And then the marriage man wakes up in the back of the truck.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they come outside and he goes, "Hey guys, what's going on? Do you know what happened? Like what happened here?
I think
got
two ski
kidnapped."
mask guys that are wearing ski masks like you kidnapped me and my
Yeah.
girlfriend.
And then they start punching him. He's like,
no!
"Oh no, the guy who just kidnapped me punched me when I asked him what happened."
Then there's a boring fucking chase fight
so
shit
boring.
around the
Multiple
side of the
times
high.
he keeps just going.
It's
oh
for so long.
God!
It's,
Oh,
yeah,
They
it's not
found
important.
me.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
It's so awful.
They chase him forever and
They get
nothing
him though.
happens.
They get him.
They do get him.
They get him and they bring him back into the hospital.
Yeah, he doesn't get away.
But that cuts back then to the car scene, right?
Man, I feel like those other people.
There's other
get
hospital
got.
shit?
Why can't we remember how those other people? Get
I don't.
got?
I can't. Kurt might be right. Actually, I don't remember what happened to those two.
I think they never come back.
I don't
think
know.
they're gone. I think they just left.
So yeah,
Remember when they left
got
the house?
lucky,
the
I
bad house?
guess.
I think they left. Did someone go back to that house or something?
No.
Or why are they even in the movie?
I don't know.
You watch them lick each other. I guess weird.
Yeah, I don't know. So
The crowbar. They didn't even get attacked with the crowbar. That was weird. All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're completely.
We'll have to watch
so
the
much-
movie again.
Yo.
Pause the
Ugh.
recording.
yeah,
God,
one more
no.
run through. One more pass through.
Ugh.
So that was fun.
Hitting
Another
with the
pass through.
crowbar.
We're back at the campfire site. The girls get into the back of Brian's hatchback,
Yes.
and
They start chatting.
then
about
the
shit.
one with Heather.
Oh,
Heather's like,
Heather
dude,
says,
music.
"I wish if Brian came in here and fucked the shit out of me, it'd be my dream come true."
And the other
Or-
girl was like, "My dream's to fuck Prince Andrew. He's so dreamy." And
Yeah.
like you're just like,
Whatever.
What is going? Dude, I wanted to fucking punch my own face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that scene was hard to watch. That was rough, man.
I love the shot of Brian though sleeping in the center of a field by
Oh, yeah,
himself.
all by himself.
And it's like, is anyone having fun here? Like, this guy is alone, sleeping in the middle of the woods for
with
nothing.
no tent. No one
No
had
tents.
I told you they're
Everybody's
in
just
California. That's what it was like,
Yeah.
especially back
So then one of the masked dudes gets in the front of the
No,
car.
then. No, he jumps and scares him in the
Brian
car.
scares him by putting
Oh, right,
marshmallows in
His
his
eyes.
and mouth.
Right, you're right.
And then they're like, "God damn it, get
He's
the
like, I'm
fuck
not gonna
away
sleep
from
by
us."
myself, and they're like, get away.
And they're like, "Yes, you are," especially after that shit.
Right.
Jesus.
And then,
And then-
someone, then the mask guys just steal the car with them. In
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
wakes up with it driving off, and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck, my car.
And they start hitting him.
Oh wait, that's the second night. We missed the scene of them realizing that the married couple got missing.
Yeah, they realize that.
They go looking for him, and they call out to him, and then they go to this. We skipped a lot.
They went to the garage.
They went to the garage to
where
like
the
ask,
guys work. Yeah,
Oh, right.
to ask if they'd seen
Oh, my
anybody.
God.
yeah, dude.
and it's the guys who go and capture people and give them to the aliens.
Well, no,
run the garage.
Because
Okay.
we recognize them by their greasy jackets.
The greasy.
Yeah.
But I remember this because this is where I was like,
Or
they walk in there. And
I
they're
thought
like,
they weren't the same people at first. I was like, wait,
Is this gonna
there
be like
are
a
just
red
normal
herring?
gas station guys who look like the alien gas station guys. No, it was the same
Yeah,
ones.
so- but the three of them, Brian, Heather, and what's her name, Connie. They walk in there and they ask if they've seen their friends, right?
You're like, why do you go here?
Why would you go to a mechanic shop?
No, they were getting their car worked on too. I think something happened. They say that.
No.
that was someone else.
That was
Oh,
someone
really?
else. They were just
Oh, that was the new person who just shows up for a minute with their car and gets killed.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, they're just
Which
there.
hasn't happened yet, but thanks for telling me.
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry.
seeing Kurt.
No, Kurt, they are just there. Kurt, they're just there to ask if these mechanics have seen. And then it blows my mind because
And
in
he
the
goes-
same scene, he says, "No, we haven't seen anything." Right? And then in the same scene, they're like, "Okay, well, you know any place we can get a good bite to eat around here?" And I'm
No,
like,
they do eventually tell them. He goes, "We did see hitchhikers earlier." And they're, or,
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
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 we
yeah.
saw them. So they're like, oh, they hitchhiked. Oh, they went to Reno
Yeah.
to get married, probably.
yeah, which is like, did they listen to their conversation?
"No."
That was a weird point where I was
I
like,
think
wait a minute.
that was just showing that they just thought that they just went to Reno, so that they're like, that's why they're like, oh, who cares?
But they
Our friends are
literally
missing.
said that earlier. Like, why did the bad
But-
guys know to say that to get them to go? Oh, I guess they did.
Regardless, though,
doesn't matter.
Those crazy kids. Let's go back
Regardless-
to our camping. Because remember, we were like, I guess we'll just go back to camping and not worry about our missing friends.
I can't stand it because like at
Yeah,
random.
my friends
random-
disappeared last night. Let's go camping there again.
Again.
No, that sounds not terrifying.
I really feel like the dumber
The
thing.
same spot,
Yeah.
right?
The dumber thing here is easily the fact that in a strange town, they went to a mechanic's garage to ask if they knew about missing people. And
They've
we
seen
didn't,
enough horror
we
movies. They
didn't
know
know
that.
it was a strange town until this scene because they're like, wait, do you know any place to get a good bite to eat? And then that's when I said, are they not local? Has this
Who
been-
are they? Why did they come here? What's the
If
lore?
you had a friend missing, would you be in a separate town and stop at a mechanic's garage? What
That's-
the fuck are you doing?
This movie makes zero sense.
Like you said go to the police.
Yeah, no, they never call the police. There's no police in this movie.
Why are you
I
talking
love
to mechanics?
movies where the police never even
Why
show
are you
up.
talking to mechanics that happen to also? The chances that it was the same people
It's
is
insane.
so low that it was the people that actually kidnapped their friends that they happenstance talked to.
Everyone who works at the hospital has
Unbelievable.
disappeared and no one told the police.
Unfucking believable, dude.
You know what I also love is
Well,
that
I get
never
that. I
at
don't like
no
calling
point for the
cops.
rest of the movie did
Yeah,
they...
but the chances of them randomly choosing a mechanic, and it turns out mechanics were hired by the aliens to,
Have
what
we
the
seen that
fu-
yet? Have we
I don't
seen
know.
the aliens pay them? No, because they
No,
happens
we'll get
with-
to it
after
soon.
what you're talking about. Because they leave and then a guy comes up and he goes, "Where the fuck is my car?"
yeah, right.
And then they murder him.
They murder him, right? Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
they
And
give him
then-
to the aliens for gold?
Yes.
That happened?
Yeah,
there?
Yeah, the alien Tina Louise shows up
yeah,
and
yeah.
gives
Ginger.
them.
It's called Ginger.
She like
Yeah,
gives
I thought they
them
were
gold
quarters, but they
coins.
say they're gold coins.
They're gold
Yeah.
coins. Yeah, yeah.
I think it's interesting that for the rest of the movie, as much as the like all that group of kids, quote unquote, and the mechanics interact, they never address this scene like where they're like, you lied to
It
us
was
and
you.
also killed our friends.
It was-
Yeah,
there's no it was you.
There's never
Yeah.
an it was you moment or discussion. It's
No.
insane. I love it.
They're
actually.
like,
I
they
just
went to
realized that. I
Reno.
was like,
They're
wait a minute.
fine.
They're fine.
Yeah, it was all true. This
Right.
is just now bad. This is really weird.
I think now we can cut back to the hospital at night
Yes.
because they say here they're experimenting on they're trying to get the blood of the marriage guy. Now this and they say
yeah,
he
because
died.
they've been like
he died.
beating up people too much. This is when they realize
He dies though, right? Like in the process,
He is dead. Yes, he dies.
they talk about it. Like we have to get. Don't they talk about
They
how
talk. He goes, since you guys are gonna run the program, I'll explain everything. And that's when he goes
Right.
launches into the whole fucking thing about how like their bones are like falling apart, and if they can like infuse
Who
their blood with
cares?
new platelets, that they can have better bones and live for 100 to 200 more years.
years.
And
Yeah.
all this fucking dumb shit. It is stupid, but
Yeah.
they talk about
But it's the
it.
plot. It's literally
the
the plot.
plot.
There's all that there is.
But the
is that.
plot is boring.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
they
boring.
also teleport the blood off Earth by using an Earth-based
But they're not even-
machine.
Don't
It doesn't-
even-
I that makes me so mad. I was like, what? That's why I was convinced
teleported
that
from
the
the
hospital
hospital.
was the spaceship.
No, because the
Because I was
machine
like,
is
that's magic. That's not
Wait,
supposed
wait.
to do
For
that.
The
anyone
hospital
listening.
doesn't usually have a blood teleporter.
for anyone listening.
Typically,
though,
no.
anyone listening, the thing she puts the blood in is something that is installed in the hospital wall. It is not something they brought into the hospital.
Yes.
It
This
is
hospital
part
already
of,
had a teleporter to the
right,
spaceship.
but that's why we're
built
like,
in, yeah.
obviously this is all. It's like a hologram that looks like a hospital.
Yeah, just so people don't freak out.
yeah, right. But no,
Because they're trying to constantly drain.
It
them
was just a
of their
hospital.
blood.
it's just the hospital had a thing.
Fuck, man.
God damn it!
I just that,
God
made,
damn,
that
it's such a fucking mess.
like it doesn't give you red herrings where you'd think
There
there should
would
give you,
be,
but then
yeah.
it does that, and you're like, man, fuck you, movie.
What
I
the
hate
hell?
this. What is this place? Where did it come from? Has it
So-
always been here? Did
so
they
wait.
build it?
They took over a hospital and then installed a teleportation machine with masonry and shit. Because
And then
like
left and left.
like
it.
that thing was like installed in the fucking wall.
That's
It's not
why I
like
leave
it's
with
just
it.
a machine that was haphazardly rolled in. I love it.
They're like, we might need to come back and teleport stuff again.
More
Let's
blood,
just leave that
yeah.
there. It's
We
worth
need
it.
more blood.
I feel
All
like
right, so now we're catching back up to them getting kidnapped at the next night because all that happens.
and then,
and
they're,
then
they're sleeping in the car.
they
He
steal the
scares them
car.
with the marshmallows.
Yeah, and then the hooded guy steals the car and he chases
While they're in the
after, but he
back.
can't. There's also the other hooded
How does
guy.
he get captured?
The other hooded guy is having a meeting with Julie Newmar or Ginger. I can't. Catwoman or Ginger. I can't remember.
One of the two.
And
Pick your 60s.
and they're
thing.
she's explaining we need more people and stop bringing us young ass people and stop fucking beating them up because we
Which,
need their
at
blood.
this point, also we find
be-
out the horrifying fact that
have all its platelets.
these guys have been beating up.
Not yet.
Oh,
We don't know that. We know they've been beating them up because we've been watching.
But they've
them
been.
beat
We
'em.
know that they've been kidnapping people younger than 16.
Yes, they've been kidnapping
Which is
people
fucking
younger than sick.
horrible.
good.
Fuck.
Sick as shit. It's awful.
Look out for Lethal Weapon without pedophiles.
Right.
in it. Trademark. Anyway.
An inside joke for no one.
Yep.
Yeah.
How about what happens next? Because then he's running down the street after his car, and she's driving away from the meeting, and he flags her down because she's driving like this nice ass white Mercedes or something, and he flags her down, and she gives him a ride.
Okay.
And you think we're like, well, what's weird about that? And that's when it cuts to them all being tied up in the garage.
Yeah. They got them all.
Yeah, they have all three of them, but for some reason, the hospital woman, space nurse, took the guy to the gas station instead of taking him directly to where
the hospital has
going.
so many empty rooms in it.
Yeah.
No, it was like the
What the
gas station employees captured them, and that's
he
why.
gets in
dude.
He does. He gets in the car
It's
with
her. She captured her
Really?
and brought her to the gas station
Not
instead
her.
of.
He just kidnapped both girls in the car.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the
yeah,
guy
you're right.
was on foot alone running.
He brought
after
them to the
car.
gas station instead of bringing them to the hospital.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Like it's okay for the gas station guy to bring them to the gas station for the hospital because the hospital
weird
people
for
call
Ginger to
them
do it.
and ask for it. But
Yeah.
Ginger
yeah,
takes
I didn't realize Ginger did it.
Ginger takes him to it's so fucking. Who cares?
No, right.
This fucking movie sucks,
It's so
and it's about to get so much worse.
Yeah.
It's like, as bad as it is, it just gets so bad right now. God damn it.
Well, because the
Yeah.
rest of it is mainly in the gas station.
Yeah, now it turns into fucking.
Can
like,
you imagine
Wolf
that?
Creek? It's like insane. It turns
Yeah,
like
it
to the
turns into
Wolf
a
Creek
horror
section
movie,
in
yeah.
the gas station to that.
All the sex has stopped, which is like a good thing, but
But then it's
get
getting replaced with pedophiles and rapists. And
Yeah,
you're like,
like,
damn it
Jesus
to hell.
God.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
in a
man.
gas station of all places.
Why?
What
Why?
happens next? Because
Ugh. They're tied up in the room and they're freaking out, and they talk about
the two
they're just spazzing
the
out.
gas station guys talk
gas
about
station guy, and it cuts to it shows them freaking out, and then
The
it
one of them
cuts the
leaves
gas
to go
station.
do something, and the other
Well, they're
one's
not in
there.
the room with them at all. They haven't.
Yeah, one's in the
interacted
gas
with
station in the other room, and the other one like leaves.
yeah, but they talk first because they say they've done this before. The
them.
gas
This
station,
is where we
Oh,
realize.
yeah.
Yes,
they were talking about rape essentially.
yes, they were
Yeah.
talking. He was.
They've
he
been
was-
kidnapping people under 16 and beating and raping them.
Yep.
What a
Yeah.
fun movie.
Yep.
and they
Super fun.
make a point to stop and talk about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you could have left that out.
Yeah, he says something like,
Yeah.
you know, we could have fun with the one, and he's
Well, I
like,
guess because they were
I mean,
trying to
we've done it
show that they were
before.
gonna do that.
Super evil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stakes.
Yeah.
So that he leaves to go do something.
I don't remember what the
Yeah, I
fat
remember-
guy, the fatter
yeah,
guy.
the
The
fatter
fatter
guy
guy left, and
leaves.
the other guy's there in the other room, and that's when the one girl is like, "I can get a hand free."
She gets a hand free.
And then Brian's like, "No, hide it. Somebody's
They
coming."
hear somebody's coming.
She grabs a
like a,
a
pole,
broomstick.
pole
yeah.
or something, broom or something.
a broomstick, something.
And she hides behind the pole. And then the gross guy comes in.
And starts like molesting her. The dude screams at him about it, so he goes and threatens him.
And then
so
she-
then she
she-
starts. Why the fuck did she ever stop hitting him with that?
I don't
pole?
know.
Yeah,
she was
She
fucking
hits him.
up.
She
Yeah,
falls
that-
over like it. Yeah, she
She
gives
fucks
up.
it up, and he gets the pole from her.
Yeah, he gets the pole from her, and then she's
Well, she
in the
stabs
corner.
him with the.
She's throwing
she drops
shit
the
at him.
pole, and
Yeah.
it stabs him with the
She picks up
drill,
the
just a
power
tiny
drill.
bit though.
She picks up the power drill, and he's backing away from her, and he trips, and then she falls on top
And
of him.
drills
and like
his
drills
armpit?
his armpit, like sort of
Or something.
Yeah, she drilled like the side, like it was like his
she
side got
grazed his
injured.
armpit.
Yeah.
Because they fell, I guess, like
Right.
she fell with it, and it just kind of
Yeah.
landed somewhere, and he got.
And then she runs
sort of-
over and just starts untying the
She
guy.
tries to,
like,
But then
that's what she tries to do. But then he just gets up with the
power
with the drill,
power
and then
drill.
kills her, man.
he drills her in the
that was
stomach.
actually a
It's
bummer. I was like, really?
Yeah,
You didn't really
this
movie?
I
movie's
didn't
fucking
want that movie to
depressing.
go that
Yeah.
way, and I was like, oh man,
We get
that's
these
where it
guys
went.
admitting they've been like murder raping young people
And
now he actually succeeds in killing one right before our eyes.
right in front of the other two people.
And the other two
too.
are like the guys flipping out about
And
it.
so he like
obviously.
slow walks the drill up to him like he's gonna kill him with it, but then the phone rings.
They both stare at each other for a very long
Yeah.
time.
The phone rings, which interrupts him, but they don't show him talk on the phone or what the conversation was. It just comes back to him walking back into the room and picking the drill back up. Or no, he picks up a knife this time and he cuts the girls. Now he's gonna rape the other one,
Right.
Because he killed the other one in the room. He's gonna rape the one in the room with the other one's dead body just on the ground in it. Because these people are savages. Everybody.
How is this an alien movie?
I know it's
Yeah.
not
It's like
at
silly
all. Once
aliens.
this happened, it was like the aliens are not important.
Yeah, they're not even the bad guys at this point.
No, they just needed some blood, and they didn't understand how much it took before we died.
Right.
I can understand their plight. These guys are fucking assholes. So he tries to do that. She gets a wrench, the most rubber wrench that we ever, dude.
It was made of silly putty.
It shows
was
like oh my god! Well,
It's so
it
bad
shows it on
looking.
the ground. She hadn't grabbed it yet, and it's like not straight.
It's not straight.
It's all wobbly, and you're like, "What the hell's wrong with that wrench?" And then when she grabs it, it is just like flopping in her hand. It's so good. It's
so
awesome.
good. But she doesn't beat him enough, and he gets overpowered.
Again,
her.
the same fucking thing happens. She
Overpowers
runs to
her.
the door. He beats her to the door, but then
I feel like we did skip something because
Something happens
No,
where
no, no,
they're
no.
on the ground, like he's attacking her, and they hit.
No.
They hit the thing
At the
he's
hospital.
at the hospital
because Ginger gets attacked by the guy.
No, girl. The guy's dead.
The girl.
Yeah, at the
Marriage
same
girl.
time, yeah.
Marriage girl like
Yes.
hits her
attacks
over the.
Ginger. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
and
scene where
escapes.
she injects her with some bullshit.
She's
not
like,
she
done
tries
earlier.
to.
She tries to.
No, she does. She succeeds in
Oh,
that
well,
scene.
she tries to do it
I
again.
think
She tries to. It doesn't matter.
maybe or whatever.
But she
she gets. They have. The Ming ring that like zapped the guy at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
Also is a communicator, and she like has to leave because of that. But then comes back in the room and she whacks her over the head with a bag full of bullshit that was in the room, which was enough to destroy her brittle alien
Alien
bones.
Yeah, apparently
'cause
she
it just
died and
liquefied
green.
it. Oh no, sorry, expunged her.
expunged her. Right. God
Fucking
damn it.
movie.
So stupid.
But
But
that woman has escaped though. In the back, the
Yes.
guy who left was at the hospital.
the fat guy. The
Fat guy's at the
fat
hospital,
mechanic.
and they're like, we're only going to be here for 2 more days. We need as many bodies as possible. And he's like, well, I got 3 I can bring right now. He gets in his truck. She's hiding in the back. Hijacks her way back. So now at this point, holy God. They're in the main room
Of
where
the gas
where
station.
that guy who complained about his car got crowbarred in the fucking head
Yeah,
earlier.
Mhm.
And she there was also earlier in the movie the one guy's shoelaces are always untied. I
Yeah, that was
guess.
a thing. That was a
And
thing.
they're
right.
like struggle fighting their way.
They
yeah,
hit
they
it so
struggle-
the car is. They're in a room with a car.
on a lift.
This is where they killed a guy earlier, but it wasn't that important. And they noticed that this car is on a lift, and you hit
well,
it.
they
And it's
almost
coming
crushed
down
that guy
slowly.
with the lift, and he was
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
They
He goes,
had
"This
to
is
do-
what I'm
they
fucking
kill him
doing."
though
And he-
later. Yeah.
Yeah.
they
but-
established that there's a
Yeah,
lift.
yes,
but
they
they have this-
established
they
the
have this-
shoelaces and the lift.
but they have
earlier
this
in
list
the
Yeah,
movie.
they do.
coming
They do
down.
that work for us.
They have
This
a
is the
lift
only
coming-
writing in the movie.
This is
Sorry,
the
sorry.
setup and payoff that we needed.
Yes, Kurt.
Yeah. They have a lift, and they're struggling around it, and she ties her shoelaces around it and runs away, and he gets crushed by a car.
Yes, by the
By the
caliper,
wheel of
like
it.
the rotor,
Yeah.
The rotor of a car
fucking-
into his chest, like straight into his chest.
It's awesome.
Because then the fat
It's
guy
so
walks
dumb.
in and he sees it and he's like, "Whoa!"
Well, no,
Does
right?
she
First-
untie the
no,
guy
no,
or
no.
just run away?
No. She kills him and just runs outside. That's why I was like, you didn't go untie the other guy.
Oh, and
because
it's
then
the guy
truck
is
pulls
outside,
up
yeah.
and she's like asking for help, but then realizes it's the other guy. And then they run inside, and that's when he sees his friend's dead, and he goes fucking like
Bonkers.
bleary-eyed
Yeah.
lunatic on it. And it had at this point. Remember, there was a point where we saw the guy tied up, reacting to something happening outside that he couldn't have known about.
Yeah, well, they're struggling, and Brian is still tied to the bed. He's going, and it cuts, so he's like, "Oh!" I'm like, dude, you're like a mile away
No idea
inside
what's
a building. What are you?
But anyway, they start. He
still
ties
get
her.
scared.
Yeah, but he wouldn't know what's happening out there.
He like breaks himself free somehow because he's tied her up now to like the fence gate in the little thing,
Yeah,
and the other girl has.
Oh, the guy
run
comes
in.
at him with a axe at some
Well,
point.
the girl that
say their names.
the
or
marriage girl
descriptions.
that was
This is-
hidden in the
Mechanic.
car.
Mechanic. It's getting confusing.
Yeah, the marriage girl that had been hiding in the car like tries to stop him from
Oh, she blows his brain out.
Yeah.
with the air hose.
Yeah,
she
but
uses
he's
it-
fine.
She,
Apparently,
no,
if
she
you get
uses an air hose, and the effect is she puts it in one ear, and blood shoots out the other. And we're all like,
he's dead.
"How is he's got to
dead,
be
right?
dead, right?" Like,
yeah,
you
that's
can't-
the inside of his
fine.
head shot
He's
out the other side
He's
of the
not
head.
even deaf.
Whoever made this movie thinks that you can actually blow air in one ear and come out the
It's
other.
just a direct
It's
tube
a-
through your
your
head.
head.
Bypasses everything.
There's nothing in between there.
Amazing.
It's just full of dust.
Because this guy's not an alien. He's
No,
just a
he's a
guy.
human.
Yeah.
And he lived through like a Looney Tunes fucking.
And he chases after. She finds an axe, swings it at him. He just like catches it and is like, "I'm just gonna
so
swing
now
this at
it's
you."
Yeah.
now it's him. He's tied that woman up. So now, yeah, you're right. It's marriage woman getting chased by the mechanic outside with an
Yeah.
axe.
Yeah.
She hides in a fucking shed for no reason. He starts.
Yeah, he
that's
starts
when he starts
hacking at
hacking at it. That's when.
Or like the door
Brian goes,
opens.
Ah!
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You don't know that.
But he's also hacking down a door that is functionally not locked.
Yeah, he could just
Yeah.
open it, but
But he
But
hacks
he's not.
it
He's
down.
making it harder
Yeah.
to open by deforming it.
Right.
yeah, he's like
And, we're,
hacking
and
apart
like
the whole shed.
to be fair, we're all like, okay, this woman is a main character at this point.
At
we
this
feel.
point,
I'm
right?
like, she's a main character, right? No,
No, he
kills
hacks
her.
it. Well, he hacks out the door and then hacks her slowly to pieces.
Dude, so much blood.
What a fucking
Yeah.
miserable movie.
Yeah,
God
this movie
damn it.
Sucks, man.
You see her arm severed on the floor. It's like,
Ugh.
what the fuck was all that for then?
Yeah, it's really fucking dumb.
depressing.
So
as
that's
shit.
when.
Yeah, that's when I was like, I thought she was the main character up
Character.
until then.
No.
I keep thinking someone. I'm like, no, that person's not.
No,
They
but now
died.
we establish who the main
Sure,
characters
she was,
are,
yeah.
because Brian saves Heather
Heather, yeah.
from the dude. How did he kill him? I can't even remember.
Um,
Because he comes back and he goes, "You killed my
Oh, he's
my
trying-
best friend, my only
Yeah.
friend in the world."
he's trying to. So the mechanic guy who's still
Yes.
alive, who's been blown with the
The head.
hose,
Yeah.
the hose thing.
Oh my god!
He's attacking with an axe.
Yeah.
Remember?
That's right. He's about to hack Heather, who's tied up, and Brian like
Grabs it.
gets
Yeah.
in there, but now he's fighting him, and he backs him
Yeah.
into a corner, and then okay,
She
we've missed a
unties
bunch
herself.
of stuff. No, she doesn't retire herself. We missed a whole bunch of stuff of the
Oh.
aliens just pulling up stakes. They're like,
Oh,
"This
yeah, they're
shit is
leaving.
Fucked.
They're-
yeah.
Spaceship's here. We got to get the fuck out
they
of here."
killed one of us. That's all we can handle.
Oh yeah, they find her.
We're
a
taking
sponge.
these. We're
like,
taking these
getting
sexy
the-
nurses we hired. We're getting out of here.
This is all the blood we get, I guess. We're out.
Yeah.
And we were like, well, now none of this matters. Now we're just watching him chase this woman through the woods with an axe.
Mhm.
It's not even about vampire aliens anymore at all.
It's not. It's a
insane.
slasher movie.
Yeah, it's insane.
He tries
Yeah.
to axe and kill her too. I feel like.
Well, I'm
there's
just
a whole
saying. I'm
scene
saying
of
that happened then
Yeah.
when they were running through the woods. The aliens just fucking left, so the movie
Yeah.
just kind of falls apart at that point.
Yeah, they're going.
No,
And
because
then-
the aliens at the
But
very,
yes,
very
that's what I'm
end they
saying.
leave.
Well, yeah,
The
but-
alien ship is flying away, and somehow laser blasts the mechanic
Oh, yeah.
From
They kill him.
space.
From space.
Yeah,
they
they were
kill
like,
him.
"We're getting out of here. We got to kill him on our way out." I forgot that's how he
Yeah,
dies.
They
yeah.
killed. So they knew what happened in the gas station.
Like they were monitoring that, or were
I
they
guess.
just like, we gotta wipe out everybody that knows?
They
about
don't
us,
say
I
it.
guess?
We don't see
That's
any
probably
visual.
what
I
it
think they
was.
were like, they were doing our dirty work and getting people
have to-
for us.
they
We
were-
got to kill
they-
them on our way
gotta kill
out.
'em.
So
we gotta
that-
kill anybody who knows who we are.
Yeah, we got to clean up the work so
Why
no one
give
knows
them the
about
gold then?
aliens.
At first, okay, it doesn't matter.
Because what did they give a fuck about gold?
I
It's
guess.
space vampires.
Space vampires.
It might
Well,
not
they-
even real gold.
They kill him with a laser beam from space. He's dead.
and then he
Then
unties Heather, and
they go away, and then we see one shot, the most anticlimactic
Dude,
piece of shit shot
fuck
of
this.
the spaceship
flying
going
into
away into space.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I think I said,
You were like, if this
I was
is-
like, the guy's just saying it's genius, and it just fucking ends on such a shit note. It's so.
it leaves you
Did we
going
even
like,
see them escape? Really, the last.
you see him untie her and they hug, and
That's
then
it.
it shows the spaceship flying away, and Bob was like, "There's no fucking way."
That's
end's
the
about
ending.
to
It
happen,
can't
'cause
be.
Otherwise, it's gonna be brilliant. And then the credits roll. It was just like
It's so fucking
I
nothing.
screamed at the director. I can't remember his name. I was
Marcus
just-
something.
something. I told him to go fuck himself. I couldn't
Nothing
believe it was-
happened in the entire movie.
God, what a
I mean,
waste
everyone
of
dies, but
fucking time.
nothing happens.
Why would they laser blast them? Did they have a tracker in him that they could
If they
laser blast
did-
him
would
from
we-
anywhere?
They wouldn't
They
tell
said
us.
earlier that the laser blast was like last ditch effort resort because
Yeah,
they don't
why
have
did they
that
waste
many
their
left.
energy on
Why? Why? Who knows?
Dude.
It's hilarious.
Fuck this movie in its face.
It's depressing.
It is trash.
It's
Yeah.
awful. It looks incredible on the restoration.
Yeah, good job we were restoring it, but go to hell
Yeah.
for restoring it because it's trash.
Thanks for doing this and not something else. Whoever, all the efforts that were
You know, we've
used.
went this whole time. We never mentioned what the name of the one mechanic was.
Huh.
We could just not. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know why we would have to mention that.
Tell us what his name was.
I don't remember. It was probably spelled terribly.
Yeah, this movie sucks.
It's terrible.
This
I
movie's
think we're
so
all
bad.
not recommending anyone watch it,
Yeah, no.
Hell no.
but it's
Hell
on Amazon
no.
Prime.
It
I'm
is
not
a-
plugging
yeah,
it, really. I just
We should have watched Kick Puncher.
It's future. Kick.
future kick.
Should have watched
You're making
Kick
up
Puncher.
movies.
That's
Was
my
it-
new catchphrase. Should have watched Kick Puncher.
No, Kick Puncher was from something.
I think it was on
He-
Community
yeah,
or something.
He
Yeah.
punched
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
force
yeah,
of
yeah.
a kick.
Force of a kick. Yeah. But don't watch this because it's
Yeah.
a fucking
Watch
bummer,
Community.
man.
We gotta
Yeah.
Watch
Community.
anything. Anything.
This movie
Right.
sucks.
Thanks, Kurt.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I didn't
Dude,
choose this.
Fucking thank Amazon
I
for
did
the
not choose this.
overly
That
like
description was amazing.
whoever wrote that description.
No, wait
worked
a
Yeah.
way
minute.
too
I
hard
showed you
on
the
it.
description, and you were instantly like, "Can we watch
I
that?"
wanted to watch the
Yes.
terrible Michael Jackson movie that would have been even worse
No,
than this
that would have
somehow.
been so much worse than this.
Dude, I don't
Silly
think I can
Movie
watch
2.
it.
I didn't want to watch Silly Movie 2. With the
I didn't want to watch it, but I didn't want to watch this either.
What was it? AKA the miscast ways.
I don't know.
Set the stage this whole
Actual
time
Michael
with this
Jackson was
loser.
Oh, I
Yeah.
noticed the rules were broken at this on this day.
We broke the rules. Kurt.
Both
What?
Kurt and Matt have open
containers on
containers
the
of
table.
water, which is a rule that I had made.
Oh,
I noticed.
I'm
We'll be
pretty cool. I
punished
like
now.
breaking rules like putting water
Bob's
on
gonna
table.
suck
I-
up blood
look,
to get his bones
I-
stronger as punishment.
I'm gonna have to drink their platelets
Fill my bones
so I
with
can
it.
live to be 300
Dude,
years
this
old.
science in this is insane.
I'm sorry
The
for
these
drinking water.
papers-
You should have told me not to when I first did it.
It's just placing it on the table. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
I'm sorry though. I feel bad now.
Transgressions have been made.
I feel like it's even. We all had to watch.
This piece of shit.
I can't. The name.
This
keeps,
is one of the worst.
Yeah,
things
you
I've
should feel
watched,
sorrier
honestly.
to me about
Honestly,
making
I
you watch
feel like this is one of the
movie.
worst things you ever watched because because it goes nowhere. It's
and
pointless.
and
it's kind of
mean.
depressing.
It's like
mean.
really
Yeah,
mean.
It turns
Mhm.
really.
It's not your
mean.
casual like. It's misogynistic as fuck, but it's not your. It's like extra misogynistic and
Mhm.
extra fucking gross for some reason.
Yeah.
Fun time.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. Thanks, Kurt, for enduring.
I made it through.
The ugly guy in the movie's name is Kurt. All right, bye.
You've just listened to Bonus Disc, available only on Thundergrunt. Questions, complaints, and movie suggestions can be posted to facebook.com/bonusdisc. Opinions and criticisms of the hosts of Bonus Disc are 100% valid, even though they took the time to watch the movies you were too ignorant to appreciate.